Okay, good morning students, all of you. So last class we have discussed about how to prepare aspirin in the laboratory conditions. So we have under paper 8 fine layer Rayalaseema University prescribed syllabus. We have 4 experiments in the 6th semester paper 8. So one is how to prepare paracetamol, how to prepare aspirin, how to prepare acetonilide, how to prepare phenyl beta naphthol. So last class we have discussed about very well. So we have only 4 experiment under this paper 8. So once again we have to remind the how to prepare paracetamol in the laboratory conditions. What are the consequences of paracetamol? What are the effects of paracetamol? So what is the reactions of paracetamol in the body intake? So here paracetamol means acetaminophen, otherwise called. It is a, very well, it is a tablet in the form of tablet we have to use it. So paracetamol or acetaminophen. So here what is the aim means to prepare paracetamol from para-aminophenol. So paracetamol is prepared from para-aminophenol. So what is the structure of paracetamol means here we have given the structure of paracetamol. So benzene ring. So above here one hydroxy group, then here an amine NHCOCH3. So it is the structure of paracetamol compound. So here very simple process to prepare this paracetamol. So here preparation, first we have to take para-nitrophenol. So above benzene ring hydroxy group, here below one NO2 nitro group. So the name of the compound is para-nitrophenol. So under reduction of para-nitrophenol, it gives para-aminophenol. So here this is the compound of para-aminophenol. So when para-nitrophenol undergoes reduction reaction, it gives para-aminophenol. So here para-aminophenol means here para-nitrophenol, here nitro group is present, para-aminophenol amino group is present, NH2 amino group is present. So again formation of this para-aminophenol, it undergoes acetylation reaction in the presence of acetic anhydride or glacial acetic acid. So as a result of formation of para-aminophenol, further we have to add some amount of acetic anhydride or glacial acetic acid, CH3COOH, glacial acetic acid or acetic anhydride we have to add to the formed para-aminophenol. So after that the reaction takes place between acetic anhydride and para-aminophenol. It gives paracetamol compound, finally paracetamol compound. So in this way we have to prepare paracetamol in the laboratory conditions. So the principle is, the main reaction is para-nitrophenol, under reduction it gives para-aminophenol. The formed para-aminophenol we have to add acetic anhydride or glacial acetic acid. It undergoes acetylation reaction, finally it gives paracetamol. So you know very well how we have to use this paracetamol. So in our daily life, when we suffering from headache or fever, what are the consequences of paracetamol? Now let us see. So are you following or not? So it is important for a practical class. So to prepare paracetamol from para-aminophenol, so what is the result you have to mention in the observation. So just you note down this structure and reaction mechanism. After that we have to see in detail about paracetamol. Okay, so please note down this structure. Within 5 minutes you have to note down this structure. Okay, completed. Okay, completed. Note down. So shall I start in detail about paracetamol? So this paracetamol, otherwise called acetaminophen. So just I said how to prepare paracetamol in the laboratory conditions. So here para-nitrophenol is first reduced to para-aminophenol. Para-aminophenol is acetylated with glacial acetic acid and acetic anhydride. Paracetamol is a synthetic non-actic derivative of para-aminophenol. So paracetamol is a derivative of para-aminophenol. So it is a derivative of para-aminophenol. So it produces analgesia and antipyresis. Paracetamol is used for arthritic rheumatic condition linked with musculoskeletal pain, headache, neurology, myalgias and dysmenorrhea. It is useful particularly for aspirin sensitive patients. So paracetamol is a derivative of para-aminophenol. Paracetamol is a derivative of para-aminophenol. So here paracetamol or acetaminophen is a synthetic non-narcotic derivative of para-aminophenol. It produces analgesia and antipyresis. Acetaminophen is a white crystalline substance with slightly bitter taste. It is soluble in boiling water and freely soluble in alcohol. Paracetamol lowers the body temperature in patients. So paracetamol reduces the body temperature in patients. Paracetamol lowers the body temperature in patients with high fever but does not lower the normal body temperature. It acts on hypothalamus to produce antipyresis. Heat dissipation is increased as a result of vasodilatation and increased peripheral blood flow. Paracetamol acts as analgesic by causing depression of central nervous system. These apparent effects may result from relief of pain. Therapeutic doses of paracetamol has almost no effect on cardiovascular and respiratory system, but toxic doses may cause circulatory failure and rapid shallow breathing. So here how the absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion of paracetamol let us know about this. Acetophen or paracetamol is almost rapidly and almost completely absorbed from the gastrointestinal tract. Following oral administration of paracetamol, peak plasma levels are attained in 10 minutes to 1 hour, and acetaminophen has a plasma half-life of 75 minutes to 3 hours. This plasma half-life of paracetamol may be prolonged following toxic doses or in patients with liver damage. After 8 hours, only small amounts of these drugs are detectable in plasma. 25% of acetaminophen in the blood is bound to plasma proteins. So, paracetamol is rapidly and uniformly distributed to most body fluids. Paracetamol is metabolized by microsomal enzyme systems in the liver. Acetaminophen in the body undergoes conjugation primarily with glucuronic acid and to lesser extent with sulfuric acid. A small amount of the drug is deacetylated to para-aminophenol, which can also cause methemoglobinemia. Acetaminophen or paracetamol is excreted in the urine mainly as acetaminophen glucuronide with small amounts of acetaminophen sulfate and mercaptate and the unchanged drug. About 80% of dose of the drug is excreted in the urine as free and conjugated acetaminophen within 24 hours after ingestion. Administration of acetaminophen to patients with moderate to severe renal impairment may result in an accumulation of acetaminophen conjugates. So, paracetamol lowers the body temperature in patients mainly. So, what are the uses of the by intake of paracetamol means paracetamol is generally used to provide temporary analgesia in the treatment of mild to moderate pain, as it is more effective to relieving the low intensity pain of non-visceral origin. The drug is not anti-inflammatory or antithymotic. It produces at a lower intensity gastric irritation, erosion and bleeding. Acetaminophen or paracetamol is mainly an analgesic than antipyretic. Sometimes in cases like neurosyphilis fever, it is beneficial. So here, what are the cautions we have to take? Paracetamol is relatively non-toxic in therapeutic doses. The drug should be discontinued if hypersensitivity reactions occur. Poisoning and death may occur from chronic abuse of paracetamol. Chronic toxicity is usually associated with a high incidence of anemia, renal damage, and gastrointestinal disturbances, including peptic ulcer. Paracetamol should be used with caution in the patients with pre-existing anemia, since cyanosis may not be apparent despite dangerously high blood levels of methemoglobin. It should be cautiously used for patients with cardiac, pulmonary, renal or hepatic diseases. Acute toxicity. Paracetamol toxicity may result from a single toxic dose or from chronic ingestion of the drug. Nausea, vomiting and abdominal pain usually occur within 2 or 3 hours after ingestion of toxic dose of the drug. Children tend to form methemoglobin more readily than do adults. In patients with severe poisoning, the blood may acquire a chocolate color due to the presence of high levels of methemoglobin. In severe poisoning, CNS, that means central nervous system, stimulation, excitement and delirium may occur initially. This may be followed by CNS depression, stupor, hypothermia, marked prostration, rapid shallow breathing, rapid weak irregular pulse, low BP and circulatory failure. Vascular collapse results from the relative hypoxia and from a central depressant action that occurs only with massive doses. Shock may develop, coma usually precedes death, which may occur suddenly or may be delayed for several days. Treatment of acetaminophen acute toxicity. So what is the treatment of acetaminophen acute toxicity? It is mainly a symptomatic and supportive. It includes general physiological supportive measures such as control of respiration and fluid and electrolyte therapy. Gastric aspiration and lavage should be performed. After gastric lavage is completed, magnesium sulfate or sodium sulfate solution should be administered. Hemodialysis may be helpful in eliminating the drug from the body. If methemoglobin does not disappear even after 72 hours, intravenous infusion of methylene blue as 1% solution in required amounts is used to correct it. So dosage. So how much amount of paracetamol we have to intake, that is dosage. Paracetamol is administered orally or in particular conditions rectally. It should be given not more than 10 days unless directed by the physician. The usual oral adult dose of paracetamol for analgesia or antiparesis is 300 to 600 milligrams. It may be repeated every 4 hours without exceeding 2.6 grams per day. Children of 6 to 12 years 150 to 300 milligrams per dose, and children of 3 to 6 years 120 milligrams per dose, and less than 1 year 60 milligrams per dose. It may also be said as children may receive 700 milligrams per square meter of body surface area daily, administered in 4 to 6 divided dosages. So this is the generally what is the dosage we have to intake of paracetamol. So it is the preparation and the consequences of paracetamol compound. So you know very well how to prepare paracetamol. So let us discuss about in detail for that one. So here paracetamol. So what is the other name of paracetamol? Acetaminophen. Acetaminophen or paracetamol. So what is the structure of paracetamol? here above benzene ring one hydroxy group, then here NHCOCH3 group. So paracetamol is a drug, or it is mostly used in the form of tablet, solid tablet. Mainly its function is it lowers the body temperature at high fever, and it reduces the body pains also. It reduces the body temperature at high fever, it reduces the headache, it reduces the body pains. So this paracetamol or acetaminophen preparation we have to observe in the laboratory conditions. So this paracetamol is prepared from para-nitrophenol. This paracetamol is prepared from para-nitrophenol. So this para-nitrophenol undergoes reduction reaction, it gives para-aminophenol. After formation of para-aminophenol, we have to add to this para-aminophenol acetic anhydride, CH3CO taken twice O. Acetic anhydride or glacial acetic acid added to the para-aminophenol. Then the reaction takes place between para-aminophenol and acetic anhydride or glacial acetic acid. Here finally the white crystal-like substance is obtained, that is paracetamol. So para-nitrophenol to para-aminophenol to paracetamol. So here we don't prepare directly from para-aminophenol to paracetamol. So first we have to prepare para-aminophenol from para-nitrophenol. Para-aminophenol is prepared from para-nitrophenol by the reduction process. So here by the reduction of para-nitrophenol, para-aminophenol is formed. After formation of para-aminophenol, it undergoes acetylation reaction in the presence of acetic anhydride or glacial acetic acid. Finally, paracetamol is formed. So this is the preparation of paracetamol and the action of paracetamol. So when intake of paracetamol, what are the consequences occur in the body? So how much dosage we have to use to this paracetamol tablet in adults and children's. Okay, so this is the preparation of paracetamol. So next we have aspirin. It is also a drug or in the form of tablet like paracetamol. So after paracetamol, next aspirin, next acetanilide, preparation of acetanilide, next preparation of phenyl-azo-beta-naphthalate. Okay, how to prepare phenyl-azo-beta-naphthalate? By diazotization reaction. Preparation of phenyl-azo-beta-naphthalate by diazotization reaction. So these are also we have discussed already about, but we started revision from paracetamol preparation. So you write down the structure of paracetamol, what are the reactions takes place in the preparation of paracetamol. Okay, you note down in your observation book and do the practicals in our chemistry laboratory. So next class we should be discussed about aspirin, then acetanilide, then phenyl naphtha. Okay, students. So you write down in your observations this point: aim, then apparatus, what are the chemicals we have to use, what is the experimental procedure, and what is the result. So these steps one by one you have to write down. Okay, students. Okay.